Are we rolling?
I think we are. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Help with Natalie Cuomo. I'm here with the fabulous comedian Gabby Bryan. How are ya?
Hi, I'm good. I feel chaos extreme. I've been drinking cold brew, which makes me want to fight.
Let's go.
It makes me want to love, but it makes me also want to punch a stranger in the face on the street because I'm juicing.
I am also juicing. We have already talked about so much in like no time.
It's true. And I would think every time you and I get together, we won't shut the fuck up. Like there's no breath between our sentences. Because I only kind of see you every couple weeks. But now that we're both at the stand, we're like, blah, 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 blah. And I love that.
We have so much in common.
I know. And we're also Eskimo sisters.
We're Eskimo sisters. And it's not a comic, which is cool.
Which is a miracle how we pulled that off.
That is, see, if you're Eskimo sisters and it's a comic, like, yeah, we've all fucked a comic.
Yeah. We've all done that. That doesn't even count anymore.
It's not even a person if it's a comic.
It's not considered a human being. That is an animal. That's bestiality.
It is, and it's actually illegal. We should be locked up.
I've only had sex with 2 comics. Do you know which ones? Read my mind.
No.
Okay. So I have kept the secret. No one ever knows my business because no one ever cares. And I love that.
I've only dated 2 comics. Do you know which ones?
I only know one. Who's the second?
A loser.
Fuck him. I'm in like full, like I'm 1 month out of a breakup and I am like in full self-sabotage chaos mode.
I'm
like,
obsessed with you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm obsessed with you.
I love this.
Yeah. I'm ruining lives.
Okay.
That's my personality right now.
We need to talk about this immediately.
Okay.
We both have the same type of man. Like we like a nasty fucker.
We like a fucking criminal, like straight up someone who is so visibly violent. That is our type.
Like someone that if we bring them home to our parents or show them to our friends, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do they have gold teeth?
You should never even have approached that man in the first place. That is someone who will lead you into a violent and tragic death. And Natalie and I
They're gonna kill your dog.
They're gonna kill your dog. They're gonna kill or fuck your dog. And Natalie and I are like, hot.
Choke me.
We're splitting a cold brew right now. I can't even speak. We're splitting a cold brew right now, and it's like the producer of the show is scared of us. I think our energy is too much. Like I think people have already turned this podcast off.
Okay, they've either turned it down or turned it all the fucking way up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you something that really upsets me?
Yeah.
I don't have a booty call.
We were talking about this recently.
I don't have a guy that I dated and that I can now text that I can fuck that's familiar like that. I don't have one of those.
You need that.
I know what you mean that you want that. Like I've definitely had nights where I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had an ex that I could toxically text right now.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
That's so upsetting.
I've blocked all my exes in a very healthy way.
Yeah.
But I'm not bragging about that because because they hate me.
No, I'm not bragging because they hate me. Wait, no, we need to get
No, they don't hate me. It's just like we're like, okay, we don't talk to each other.
I suggested one comic towards you, and were you interested?
No.
Should I text it?
No,
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Exactly what you're talking about, and it's a hard pass.
That's so crazy to me because he's visibly hot. And we had great sex.
Well, first of all, you fucked him already.
So we've already done that.
Yeah, but
I think that's cool and fun.
Okay, also, I'm just not attracted to him.
Okay, fine.
But I don't really want to fuck a comic. I feel like if you have sex with a comic, you kind of like wear that forever, and it's just not.
No, you wear it forever
vibe.
like a scar. It's not even
Not
a badge of honor. It's some sort of brutal scar.
Yeah. But
yeah, I said no more comics too. I said no more comics. Only someone who has a job, a real job during the day, a day job. And I have a night job, so we will never see each other.
which is a problem.
Which I like.
But then then I feel like you're going at I feel like if you're trying to see them, you're just exhausted because I'm like, all right, then I'm going to see them after I'm done working at night. So that's late. And then I'm exhausted.
Yes. I want to see you for 2 to 3 hours a week.
My ideal situation is someone comes to my house, says, I don't care that you live in this basement with shit everywhere. I don't care that mom's upstairs. I don't care that your dog's probably going to bite me because I'm probably not going to put the time in to make him like me. I'll just come over. We'll relax. We'll smoke some fucking weed. We'll watch some TV. We'll fuck. And I'll fold your laundry and I'll leave in the morning.
Oh,
that's all I want.
That's a fun addition. The folding laundry aspect of it all. I've never even considered that. I want someone to literally take out the trash, even if there's one tissue in it. They go, I have to take this out. It's full. That's what I want from a man.
You don't care about the laundry?
I don't care about the laundry. I'll fold laundry.
No, I won't. I won't do that.
I never want to be what I realized my number one need from a man is I never want to pick anything up. If there's anything in my hands, I need that person to be like, oh my God, what are you doing? And take that out of my hands. My phone, a glass of water, rips it out of my hands. I can't be holding anything.
No.
Yeah.
What about if you want to text someone?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not in a controlling way, in a way that they don't want me to even stress. They don't want me to even lift a finger.
Just relax. If you want to drink something, they bring the straw to your mouth.
To my mouth. I never hold a bag. I never hold a purse. They grab it or snatch it out of my hand.
They'll hold your purse.
They'll hold my purse.
Here's the thing. I feel like in my last relationship, I did the family's laundry. I did the family's dishes.
That's crazy.
I did everything. So I feel like I kind of deserve I deserve the roles to be like, I feel like maybe I've been single for my record longest, which is 8 months.
What?
Well, yeah.
That's the longest you've been single?
Yeah.
No, that's a crime.
That I've been single for this long, yes. And because I gave so much, like I did everything for this. I gave my heart, and then it was like crushed. So I feel like I feel guarded, and I feel like I want someone to do something for me.
Yeah, and this is why, because we're both the same way in this scenario. Where when I'm in a relationship, I am giving, I'm nurturing, I am doing everything, and you know why? It's because we're dating damaged, broken people. That's what it is. So when we get out, we're like, like, oh my God, I need to take care of myself. And then it's because we were just fully taking care of someone. Mommy vibes.
Mommy issues.
Mommy issues, mommy vibes.
Mommy.
So now we need to date people who
love their mommies.
Love their mommies. Love their mommies. And they could take care of themselves.
Woof.
Yeah, I know. It really popped off, and I feel a come down happening.
I'm going
to drink more of this.
My issue, to be quite frank, is I just want, I don't want there to be a power dynamic in a relationship. Like, I feel like my relationships have had power dynamics. I don't want that. I want it to be equal. Like, I want it to be like we're both, like, doing things for each other.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't know.
Yes. You're filling each other up, so your cup's never empty. If you're only filling one person up, your cup gets empty, honey, and you have to break up.
I've had an empty cup. And then I filled my own cup. My cup is nice. I filled my own cup, but now it's just a lone cup on a giant table. I'm just one lonely cup, Gabby.
I get that. I'm more of a champagne flute. Does that make sense? And there's not a lot of surface area, but it's really working the space that we've got. And you look at that and you go, elegance, long neck. That's who I am. And that's kind of brings me
elegance, long neck. Why long neck?
Because I have a long neck.
No, what are you?
Look at my neck.
Well, okay.
I have a long neck. I'm a tall girl. There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Elegance, long neck.
Long neck. Am I allowed to say my advice? Because it kind of like falls into exactly what we're talking about.
Say the advice.
So this is like classic mom advice, but I also, I don't know about you, but I'm in 43 of the same group chat, like with the same people in different mixtures.
I have no group chats because I have no friends.
Oh my God, we need to get you in a group chat immediately. So I'm in 45,000 group chats.
What?
And so I was poking around to the group chats and I was saying, what's good advice? What's good advice?
How are we so similar, but you have so many group chats and I have no friends?
I am obsessed with having girlfriends. Like as many girls as I could collect to be in my inner militia, my core group, This is what. And
I'm having a hard time processing all this information.
We need to get you in a group text. I'll get you in a group. You don't have to worry about a thing. I'll get you in a group text.
Who are these women that you're finding?
They're comics, people in life. I'm in group chats that I maintain from like events, like a music festival group chat that lasts.
You're in a group chat for a week, but then how long? What do you have to talk about?
I like to revisit them and juice things up.
Okay, just tell me the advice.
So the advice is you have to date someone who loves you more than you love them. And who's a little bit uglier than you.
That's what I say in my act. I have a literal joke about that in my act.
Okay.
But I say it doesn't work.
No, but they can't think that they're hotter than you. They have to know that they're uglier than you.
I say that. I say you want to be the best they ever had, essentially. So you feel safe.
Yes.
But I don't think that even works because then I just don't think it works. I think they're still just a guy.
They are a guy, and that's definitely the problem. My mom also used to always tell me.
You think so? You have to be hotter than the guy?
Yeah.
Just that's what I've always done, and it's never worked out.
Anytime I've dated a guy, I'm obsessed with hot guys, and it's really my problem. Anytime I date a guy who's hot and he knows he's hot, it's too much power in his position.
Really?
I want him to know that I'm hotter than him.
Really?
And better and funnier and cooler.
Really?
Yes. And just he doesn't need that needs to be unspoken.
Really?
Yeah. I want him to sit back and watch me go. Wow. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never dated a guy that I thought if he was walking down the street, women would be like, he's so hot. I would never date a guy like that.
That's not true because one of your exes that comes to my mind, not the one that I know, the other one, was very good looking.
Wait, what?
The one you were engaged to.
Oh.
He was hot. He was a hot guy. I remember looking at your Instagram and being like, good for her.
No, I don't feel like guided by looks. I feel definitely guided by something else.
What is that? Religion?
I think, yeah, it depends like how often they go to church or whatever.
Is it their relationship with God?
If they, it depends what they gave up for Lent that year.
Right,
thing.
right.
Really, you think my ex that I was engaged to was really hot?
Yeah.
I guess he was hot.
Yeah. I mean, fuck him. I hope he dies. But
no,
I'm kidding. I have no idea what happened between you guys. I'm kidding.
He was a nice, whatever. I just feel like everything. You know what really fucks me up? Like I just feel like the way you think about things after they happen.
You only think of the positives. It's your brain. This is why you always end up. Girls, look at me. This is why you always.
There are no women that listen to this, Gabby.
Oh, okay. Well, no, why the fuck would a guy listen to this conversation right now? There's no reason for them to be listening. Men hear me talk. Okay, this is a really fun fact. My Instagram is stats is 50-50 men and women. And my TikTok is 99% women because men do not like to listen to me speak.
This is crazy. I'm pretty much the opposite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But I do, with the live stand-up, I have a lot of male audience members who think I'm funny. But online, they want me to shut the fuck up. And that's fine.
Wait, what were you going to say to the women? I want to know because I am one.
Oh, to the women. What was I going to say? What were we talking about? Oh, this is why you always end up fucking your exes, because you break up, time goes by, and your brain protects itself by only thinking of the positives that happened in the relationship, never focusing on the negative. You start to lose the negative scenes from the film of your relationship, and you only can think of, oh, he was this, oh, he was actually that, oh, it wasn't that bad. And that's why you end up fucking your exes, because you're like, oh, they weren't that bad. And then you see them, talk to them in person for the first time in a while, and you go, oh my God, this guy is ill.
Yeah. I feel like men do that too with their female exes.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like interesting. It's weird that I feel like comics have such divided audiences. I think it's a big problem for a lot of comedians that they're like, I only have like a male following or only have a female following. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, because my stand-up comedy is for everyone.
It's very universal.
Yeah. Yes.
It's very universal.
But I think my personality is very girly girl, and the internet men don't love that, but men in life like that.
I feel like internet men would. I expected you to have a lot of internet men.
Well, maybe that's why I'm here. Maybe that's why the universe sent me to this moment, so that all your internet men can follow me.
They're
as
like,
well.
Gabby,
Gabby.
Well, speaking of
That actually just scared me.
I really gotcha.
I don't want that.
I met your father.
You did?
I did.
Aw,
He
he's
was
so
so sweet.
He's an angel.
I met him and I was like, I'm friends with Gabby.
He's the best. My dad is the cutest little cherub. He literally looks like a cherub. He looks like a baby cherub. He has long,
perfect
blonde,
hair.
curly hair.
He has
bleach
perfect
blonde,
hair.
Bleach blonde tan. He's so funny. He loves stand-up comedy. It's his favorite
He
thing.
loves you.
Yeah, we're best friends.
It's really, I mean, it's very, very sweet.
I don't have daddy issues because my dad is perfect. And he's obsessed with the fact that I do stand-up comedy.
It's interesting
Which is
to me.
weird.
Talk to me as a woman who does stand up without daddy issues.
You know,
You really stand out that way.
I'm really new. I have mommy issues, overflowing mommy issues.
Tell me.
Oh, I have crazy birth mom and then crazy stepmom.
Okay.
Yeah. Chaos.
Okay.
Love them.
Great.
Chaos.
Sure.
But my dad is perfect.
What is I'm very familiar how having daddy issues manifests itself in your art and in your life.
Yes.
Because that's kind of like the embodiment of who I am.
Mm.
But I don't really know what mommy issues, how does that manifest itself in your life? And how come you connect to, is that why you feel like you connect to women?
I think this is why, because I was realizing that my mommy issues was causing me not to trust any women.
Mm-hmm.
And I clocked that in therapy. Shout out to my therapist, Rachel. And I was like, no, that we're getting rid of that layer of my soul. And now I'm obsessed with connecting with women. I don't want to be a guy's girl. I want to be a girl's girl. I want to have a bunch of girlies follow me into war, would kill for me, and I would kill for them.
I feel like I really want to connect with women. Women are more, sorry, but more important to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why, but they fundamentally understand you in a deeper way.
Yes.
I think.
And that's fine. That's not saying we don't like
No,
men.
I love men. Men have done more for me than women. Other than my mom, men have done more for me than women in my life in every single capacity.
too.
Emotionally, in every single fucking way.
Career-wise, men
have done
believed
everything
in
for me. Yes. Women have fucked me over. They have stabbed me in the heart in ways deeper than I can fucking tell you.
Same.
But I just feel like women also understand me, and women are the people that I'm speaking to in the deepest way. And so I really want to connect to women, and I had been focused on that for a really long time. But I do feel like I struggle with it because I feel like women are so competitive, and especially in entertainment, they're really backstabby and I don't know. It's something that I struggle with more than a lot of things.
What age did you start stand-up comedy?
I'm 27 and 5 years ago, so maybe 22.
I'm older than you? I'm 28.
I'm born in 94, so we're the same.
Oh, we're the same. Wait, I wasn't listening. Say that again. What age?
22.
22. Okay, same. So when we started stand-up, it was a toxic environment. Women did not try. I was literally bullied by women when I started stand-up. And I will tell you her name after we end this. But,
do I know it?
What? You probably know her. But she's unsuccessful. Shout out.
She's not?
No. But yeah, the women were very toxic, very backstabby. There was no female mentors to look up to. There was no one. Now I've made it my life's work. I don't even give a shit about my actual stand-up anymore. I just want the community to be stronger of women. Now the women are a lot more nurturing. We're all trying to connect. I think everyone has this internal
I'm
need.
sorry. In the last year, women have made me feel exiled. They've made me feel like shit. Women have been the reason that I have felt completely isolated, completely horrible. Women in stand-up comedy have tried to tear each other down. Women have been horrible to each other. They don't make space for each other. I think it's literally I had an interview for this news article. And it hasn't come out yet, but literally it was about women in comedy. And I was the one thing that I want to say, after all of this is you're not each other's competition. Make space for each other. Support each other. I do still think that women pretend to be feminists and fucking hate each other deep down.
Oh my God. We need to get you out of the community you're running in, and you need to come into my community now. But I do agree. There's definitely those women in comedy.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to phase them out.
I'm not trying to be like so negative and pessimistic. I just feel like the object of like a lot of hate, and maybe it was just like the community that I was in, but I feel like as I'm like starting to meet more women that are like more supportive, and like more women that are like I've tried to have like more female guests on my podcast that I can like connect to, and I've tried to like meet more women that I feel like are supportive and awesome and like creative, but I feel like there are a lot of people that are like really just nasty and out for themselves and not genuine and good intentioned.
There is like the truth of it took a really long time in stand-up for me to find, like, I was searching for the female comics that I wanted to be friends with. I didn't, like, it took a while. And then now I feel like I'm there. But it took me going out of my fucking way to like literally vet female comics. Where male comics, it's not like they're there for you more. They're just like, they exist in space and time, and they have no challenges.
Nasty, like cutthroat, like thing about
the industry did this to us because there's only be one woman on every show, so of course the female comics are competitive because we all want to be the one woman on that spot. But now that the community is like opening up a little bit and shows are more evenly fucking booked, it allows for a little bit of relaxation.
But I also just feel like the industry also has this beauty standard for women that doesn't exist for men, so that women are just very cutthroat about beauty and are very like, even though it's like they're just very nasty about like other women. I just feel like there's it's just, I feel that it's just a very hard place to be when you're trying to build trust and community with other artists that feel like there's only one space. And you're like, no, there are multiple spaces. Like it's not like, I talked to my stepmom about this recently, actually. Like she was like, I was like, it's like, it's not a zero-sum game, especially with stand-up comedy where there's no part you're auditioning for.
Yeah.
So I think it's just really hard for me because I want community and friendship in this industry because all I do is work. Literally, I'm a fucking workaholic. And so like having these relationships in comedy is so important to me because all I do is work. And yeah, it just sucks.
You just have to, what I've learned, I just swallowed so hard. That's disgusting.
Sorry, I don't hate women. I love women.
No. I hear you and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But it took me, like, I definitely had a really negative view of female comics coming up in the time that we came up in. And it took me a really long time to, like, find my best friends in comedy who are women and, like, feel, like, comfortable in a space where, like, my mentor was Bobby Kelly, who's, like, a big fat white guy. And all of, like, Rich Voss and all of them were my mentor. So it was like, I felt really safe in those spaces. But then anytime a woman came into the mix, it would be like there was an aggression towards me for no reason. And whether it was like my looks or my age or whatever, it's not like I was funnier than anyone. I was a fucking baby comic coming up. But there was definitely an animosity. And it took like Bonnie McFarlane, who's
I love Bonnie amazing. So much.
But like she was the first like older female comic to be like, hey, like pull me aside and be like, hey, you're really great. And I want you to keep doing this. And like that was a big switch for me because I'm like, no female comic had even fucking talked to me. Or if they did, was rude. Or especially comics our age. Were like competitive and rude and like there was like a bully energy. I'm like, I'm way too fucking old for that shit. Also, I'm coming from like the theater space and the acting space.
Me too.
Everyone is so lovey-dovey.
It's like an ensemble.
Yes, girls are like holding hands and crying. So like the fact that female comics weren't immediately like, hey, tell me everything was fucking crazy to me.
I know. Yes.
But it took me being like, I'm gonna protrude that energy. Like anytime I meat a female comic, I'm gonna be like, hey, get over here. What the fuck what are you thinking? What's going on? Talk to, who's your crush? You know, like it took me literally blasting girls in the face with like positive energy for anyone to open up to me. Does that make sense?
I feel that. I feel like Jessica Kirson, she helped me so much, and she's one of my favorite comedians. Her and Bonnie are like the two female comics I look up to the most.
Yes.
I really, really love them, and I feel like they definitely helped open my brain. And there are other like I think
Judy Gold, also like that.
Yeah, and also other comics our age, like Hannah Berner, Rachel Wolfson. I think they're amazing and they're great people. Like there are female comics that I think are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But I just also have had these experiences that are just like so gut wrenching, where you trust someone and you think they're like a really good friend, and then you're like, oh wait, like you're not a good friend. And
that's
like
female comics have
hurts.
fucking
They
turned
can
on
be
me.
so women can
For no
be,
reason.
they can be they can be so like brutal.
Also there's like a manipulation. I don't know where. There's a lot of like fake friendships in comedy that I found also.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to me.
Right.
It's like, this isn't like the water cooler. Like we don't have to be friends if you don't want to be friends. It's weird. My two best friends in comedy are Savannah DeSarmo and Steph Dagg. And like when I met them in like the Brooklyn scene specifically, that's when I was like, comedy clicked for me, where I'm like, oh, I have these like two like pillars finally, where I was only hanging out with old male comics at the Cellar.
Right.
And I was like, I don't even know. I'm doing all of these shows. I don't know anyone on the lineup. I don't know anyone my age in comedy. Like, it took fucking forever.
Right.
So.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
Do I sound like an asshole?
I don't think so.
A little bit.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, because I don't want to like shit on women, but like,
No, there's so many amazing female stand-ups.
Yeah.
It was just, it's not, I kind of stand by. It's not, well, women are brutal. Women make the best snipers in the army. That's true. Because there's no, pause for morals. Like, if they have to take out a fucking kid with a bomb, they'll straight up shoot them without even like considering anything. So there is like, women can be fucking brutal. And I appreciate that about them. But not shooting kids, but you know what I mean. Take that out of, cut that out. Just kidding. No, but I forget what I was going to say. What was I saying?
women.
Women can be brutal, especially in a space, but it's the industry's fault for making only a few
pitting
spots
people against each other. Yeah.
Of course, women are going to get competitive because there's only a few spots for us at the time.
I mean, men are just chilling around, just like every show is just dude after dude after dude after dude.
Because there's unlimited opportunities for them. So it's like, of course, if there's only a fucking, it's like the whole pick me thing is like, of course we're competing against each other because there's not enough room for any of us.
Right.
For all of us. Now there is. Now it's better. A lot. Getting better. It's on its way to getting better. There's
Right.
still obviously more men everywhere. But yeah.
Interesting.
It is interesting. It's interesting to talk about. I don't really talk about stand-up anymore with anyone.
Yeah.
So it's fun to talk about stand-up.
What are your like stand-up goals? Like what's next on your plate?
I don't know. I'm at a point in my life at 28 where I'm like, either I keep riding this train and just, like I work in entertainment during the day as well. I'm a producer. I'm like, or I do something completely different and I get into e-commerce.
What do you mean?
Like, I really think I should have my own product line. And that's what I'm running with right now.
Like what
Like
product?
lube and condoms and stuff like that. So I'm considering kind of jumping into the business world and leaving entertainment, daytime entertainment, and then staying for stand-up. But for stand-up, like I just got passed at the stand and I'm like having fun, and I'd love to host. Like I host everything.
You're a very good host.
Thank you. It's because I'm a psychopath.
Me too.
Yeah. And that's
Psychopaths.
But I'd love to host like a Discovery Channel show, a Food Network show.
Oh, I love
a
Food
travel
Network.
show, something like that. I want to kind of lean into hosting as well. I do not see myself as a every weekend touring comedian.
Okay.
Like nothing in my body wants to do an hour, even though I will eventually do an hour, and I have an hour. But nothing, like that doesn't interest me.
Why?
Because I don't know if I have a why. It's just like, well, I grew up touring because my dad's a musician.
Right.
So I've always been repelled by touring. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I did it. I mean, in a different way, obviously, but like the traveling every weekend, the constant airplanes, especially I work in documentary for my day job. So like the constant traveling, I don't like it.
What do you do with documentary?
I produce and direct documentaries.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that random as fucking all hell? Dead serious documentaries.
Do you feel like crazy that you're just like successful in everything you do?
Me?
Yes, you
I'm not.
bitch.
I am not. I'm not. I would say I have now in my life at 28 years old reached some glimpse of success, but I have no money. I'm broke as all hell.
Well, okay, can I say something that's really funny? It's funny, but like it's just not funny like haha, but like I feel like ironically if you're working hard, you're broke.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Weird. Like I feel like I'm working so hard because I'm working hard, I'm broke because working hard is taking investments. Like
Yes.
like my podcast is an investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if I weren't doing my podcast, I would have moved out of my mom's basement because it's like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like working hard, it makes you broke.
When I see a girl walking down the street in Lululemon, and I know in the depths of my soul that she has a 9-to-5 job in marketing.
And she's just chill.
She is chilling the fuck out, honey. She woke up at 7 a.m. to go to SoulCycle. She went to her dumb, boring job where she makes a shit ton of money. And then she gets to clock out and go to dinner with her friends and go to sleep.
And then get fucked.
And then get fucked.
I want to get fucked.
I want to get fucked. No, that is... it's so unfair, and we are slaving away at an art form that doesn't give a shit about us.
I want to get fucked, Gabby.
I want to work in marketing. How about that?
You could work in marketing if you wanted to.
I don't want to. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I don't understand the pipeline of me having an Emmy and then making $0. So there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong there.
So what do you do with the Emmy? Do you kiss it?
I actually have it right next to my Peloton, and I look at it and it makes me kind of like chug away on the Pelly.
If I had an Emmy, what do you like? That's nice. What did you get the Emmy for?
Producing a documentary.
What was the documentary?
It was about a kid who died from fraternity hazing.
That's dark.
It's dark. My day job is dark.
But you got an Emmy, and that's fucking cool.
But I got an Emmy, and it's cool. I was at a show. I was not even booked on a comedy show. I was watching my friend's show, and I got a text because I didn't go to the Emmy ceremony because it was during COVID. It was like on Zoom. I'm like, there's no way we're winning. I got a text that says, "We won, LOL." And I'm watching
like a fucking bar show you're not booked
a
on.
bar show I'm not booked on, and I just started laughing.
You're like, I got a fucking Emmy. You
I just
fuck.
won an Emmy, and I have nothing to show for it. No money.
Well, you don't get money if you win an Emmy?
No.
You just get a trophy?
Yeah. So if you have an open space in your marketing
bio
firm,
like Emmy Award winning stand-up comic?
yeah. Even though it's completely unrelated. Literally, people introduce me on shows and be like, she has an Emmy, give it up for Gabby Bryan. I'm like, it's so completely and utterly unrelated. And
Every
I love
comic
that.
does this bullshit. They're like, you might have seen them on Comedy Central. On Comedy Central, they were literally like picking their butthole. Like,
Yeah, they're like a
literally.
background actor.
Yeah. I'm like, all right.
It's funny, this crazy little industry we're in.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what else should we talk about other than comedy? I'm sure people are fucking like, all right.
Well, soon we're going to pull a card. I don't know. What should our last little topic be? I feel like there's so much to delve into. And I feel insecure that I shit on women so much, even though I love women.
You didn't shit on women.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Was there any part of you that wanted to be a musician ever?
Yeah, that was like,
You play music.
I play music. I play piano, guitar, and I sing, which is hilarious. I play the instrument of singing. I was like being born and bred to be a musician. Like that's what my parents were raising me as. And I was on The Voice. Like I auditioned for The Voice and got far. I never wanted to do it in my core. It was just something I did.
Okay.
You know, when like people play soccer growing up, like I just played music because that's what my family does. So, and they wanted me to be a pop star so badly. Like that was my track. And I said, no, I actually hate playing music. I like to do it for myself in my living room. But no, I never saw myself. Like I was like, I'll never end up doing this. So when I quit music when I was like 17 or 18. And that's when I went into acting.
When you like close your eyes and you like imagine like your dream, like the dream job that makes you like start jumping up and down and like screaming and being like, I'm so happy I got this job. Like, what is the job?
I think it has shifted so many times, but where I'm at now is I don't want to be famous. I want to be successful.
How come?
And I want to because fame is just like a disgusting disease. And I also like to walk everywhere with no makeup on, sweaty, disgusting. I don't want anyone recognizing me on the street. I think that makes me sick.
Okay.
But once again, I grew up around a lot of fame, so I always saw like the kind of darkness around it. But I want a shit ton of money from entertainment in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And I like performing.
Yes.
So I think ultimately I hope to be like acting in TV shows and performing stand-up, but my biggest dream is to like direct movies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both people that like, I really look at your TikTok, and we both have like solid views on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
What comes with that is significant amount of hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Significant. In a way, normal people, they don't understand. They don't.
They don't get that TikTok was invented to make me want to kill myself.
No, they don't. They really don't understand. Like every time you open your phone, you can't just not look at it because then you can't go on the app.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Every time you look at your phone, someone's making you feel bad about yourself. You can't not internalize it. It's really awful.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
So I'm trying to find the humor in it because every app has its own trolls, and the characteristics of them are so funny to me. So like Twitter trolls are like, you tweet something and they go, this is misinformation. You did not do your research. You're dumb.
Okay.
So it's more about your smarts. Instagram is more like sexual deviance. So the trolls are like, yes, you're a stupid woman, totally. But I also want to fuck you till you die. So that's an interesting kind of aspect of Instagram where it's really about how much they can murder you with their big fat dick. And so there's a threat. There's a threat there.
Okay.
And then TikTok is just children berating you. They go, not only should you not do comedy, but literally you're ugly, you're stupid. Like it's the fusion of everything. They go, you're not funny, quit your job. Also, dig a grave, bury yourself alive because you're so ugly and dumb and stupid, and your outfit is disgusting. So it's really everything.
It's an assassination.
And then you click on this person's goddamn profile, and they are 12. They are 12.
Can I tell you, I thought TikTok was the worst until I started using YouTube Shorts.
Oh.
I don't know if you use them.
I should do that.
It's weird because I feel TikTok, like, yeah, they're mean, but you will get some nice comments.
Yeah, there's girls in my comments who fight to the death for me.
Sure.
I call them my militia.
YouTube Shorts, it's all the mean comments and no one fighting for the death.
Yeah, sure. YouTube was the place, the birthplace of trolls.
No one fights for you. Like, I have a video, my biggest video, I'm like, cool, this has 2.2 million views. Like, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. And I'm getting a bunch of subscribers from it. But then, I mean, I'm telling you, no one is fighting for the death. Every single comment is, and it's a 20-second video. Mm-hmm. So there's really how much you can criticize in 20 seconds. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it is the most, every single comment is an assassination.
Yes. They want you to die, but they want you to know how much they hate you before you die. On TikTok, there was this trend happening on mine, which makes me want to have an early death. It was all these white guys duetting with my Instagrams, and it's like the try not to laugh challenge, and they don't laugh. I could cry. Stop,
the
whole time. They just watch it, and I go, "This is so brutally creative. This is so creative." And I watched the whole duet because I'm like, "Oh, someone duetted me," and then I watched the whole thing, and I go, "Oh, great." Marketing. That's where I'm going.
To be honest, every mean comment fucking helps my algorithm, ups my views.
Yes, I love it.
I'm honestly like, please up my algorithm. Please keep commenting. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. I hate you. Hope you die.
Yes. But what I love from all of this, the silver lining, is that there is a group of 22-year-old lip gloss poppin', miniskirt wearing girls who will fucking kill for me. Like, literally, I look in my comments and there are full all-out wars happening.
Yes.
And I have a team.
Yes, you do.
And they are fighting to the death.
Yes, they are.
And that's really the silver lining of it. And they come to my shows and they go, I love you from TikTok. And I'm like, totally. And then we talk about like fucking
boys. Let's pull a card.
Okay.
So we picked this. The Universe Has Your Back. It's an oracle deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Gabrielle spelled the way you spell your name. Bernstein, Gabby Bryan, GB.
And I am Jewish and I have a fake last name, so that's kind of like.
What do you mean?
My last name should be Bernstein.
What do you mean you have a fake last name?
My dad's given name was David Rashbaum, which is the most disgusting name of all time.
Wow.
And he changed it because he's in entertainment, obviously, and he cannot exist in entertainment with the last name Rashbaum. I have a rash on my baum. So he cut his last name, middle name Bryan. We were born as Bryans, and thank God. But I really should be Gabrielle Bernstein. Like, that's my culture.
So I actually am Jewish as well.
I love that.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
My mother is Jewish.
Oh.
I don't say her last name because I don't want anyone to find her, and she never changed her last name.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. My dad's unfortunately findable.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The little oracle deck. You know, it's not a tarot deck. It's an oracle deck. So, you know, it's I don't know what this one is going to be like.
That's fun. I love the word oracle. I use it all the time.
In what context?
Just be like, if anyone is like, you know, when people are like, oh my God, you're a psychic. I'm like, oh my God, you're an oracle. Because there's kind of like a demonic flavor to the word oracle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like omen. Like instead of a vision, you say omen and you go, oh, that comes from evil.
I like that.
Yeah.
Can I have a sip of your coffee?
Yeah.
Can we also talk about the alcohol shits? We didn't get into
Oh, yeah.
that.
We didn't talk about how we both drank so much. You didn't even tell me about your weekend.
I didn't tell you what happened to me last night, but I feel like we need to pull a card.
Okay. Well,
I had a tragic event last night.
Sexually?
No, I spent the day at the beach, had a nice time, blah, blah, blah. I did shit a lot yesterday, like really like 8 times.
Alcohol shit's one of the top killing diseases of our generation.
Yeah. And then I'm like racing to get home so I can stream on Twitch, which is like what I do.
Yeah.
The second I get home,
do that.
The second I get home, I open the door to let my dog out in the backyard. Well, within seconds, he comes running back in. Why, you may ask? He was sprayed by a skunk.
No. Oh, no. That's horrible.
Yeah, it was a whole ordeal.
That's really bad. Did you put tomatoes on him? Isn't that what you do?
So I am well equipped for this. It's happened before. So I washed him, washed my sheets, blah, blah, blah. And I love him. We still slept together. He's my boy. He's my best friend. He's my everything. I love him.
I really want to get a dog.
You should.
I lost a dog in my most recent breakup. Not lost. Well, he has the dog.
That sucks.
So now I'm like, I need a dog. Okay. I'm ready.
I feel like you didn't put any energy in these, though.
Oh, yeah. Give me a... The alcohol shits. I was at my best friend's wedding. She decided to get married 1 month after I went through a breakup, which is an attack against me.
Was this planned before, though?
Yeah, of course. This is my best friend of childhood. You know, has been with her boyfriend for 10 years. It was the best weekend of all time, filled with chaos. But I drank so much that my bones feel weak.
Still.
Yeah.
Can I ask, was the ex a comic or
no?
Just
he was a
savage,
drummer.
a drummer?
Yes.
I
met him on mushrooms at a music festival. Obviously,
are musicians a red flag?
I've dated a lot of musicians in this life, and I like it because it's like a linear job to comedy. You know what I mean? Because they're also working at night. They have shows. They get the performing thing. They get the blah, blah, blah. But I have to swear off of them. I have to.
Can I do this? Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Comic, musician, tattoo artist. Go.
That is so good.
Go.
Marry tattoo artists because they make the most money. And I need to stop dating broke guys. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, musician, kill comic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nailed it. That was correct. Correct, Gabby. Correct.
There is a right answer and there's a wrong answer. I want to get with another tattoo artist because it's just.
But I hate they're touching women all day and they do flirt. They do. They flirt.
I flirt.
No, but they flirt in they flirt.
But I flirt.
Yeah, but
I literally go on stage and I call people hot to their face into a microphone recorded. I don't care about flirting. Flirt your ass
I guess
off.
Yeah, just don't cheat.
Yeah. But I love tattoo artists.
Okay.
I'm putting this into the ether. I'm not allowed to get back together with my ex.
It says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help.
Jesus Christ. Let me see that.
I don't know what this means.
Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Is this because I'm about to fuck an ex of mine?
What does this mean?
And there's kind of like a gothic like visual of a night sky bleeding. Am I gonna die on the way home?
You know you shouldn't fuck him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I would love to not do what I want for once. Like, I would love for my brain to take over and be like, not a good idea, don't do it. But I go, I'm doing it because I want to, and that's my disease.
Whenever I ask my mom what I should do, she literally just goes, Natalie, you're gonna do what you want.
Exactly. Okay, I am so mentally calm. I am my mind doesn't run. I don't have anxiety. I don't have depression. Like, my brain is just like stable in itself. And thank God. I am fine. If anything, I wake up happy every day.
We are yin and yang.
And that's beautiful, and we'll help each other.
Yes.
But like, I cannot think for a whole day. Like, I'll literally be like, wow, my brain has been numb.
What?
I don't know why.
We're opposites.
I don't know why. I think I found my zen young.
Oh, wow.
But because of this, I'm so bored. Like, I'm literally like, I have nothing to think about. I have nothing to worry about other than normal, human worries. Right. But like, I'm like, there's no chaos going on in my brain. So I invite chaos because I am bored. So like, when I texted this specific ex, I was sitting in my car being like, what am I going to do today? Like, I'm actually so bored. I have work. Like, I did my work. Whatever. I'm like, I'm bored in my brain. So I might as well invite the most chaotic person I've ever met in my life back into my life.
And what did he say?
And he was like, let's go.
He's like, bon fucking jour.
Bonjour, baby. Missed ya. Let's chat. I have to change my type. 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 I met this is my fault. I take responsibility for the fact that I am sexually attracted to demons. I met a guy on an airplane recently, Airplane Steve.
Okay.
And I was sitting next to him. He's like,
I think I stepped on something. Oh, I did.
Oh, did you unplug?
Maybe. I don't know. We have to stop soon, but yes.
Yeah, we have to go. I met this Airplane Steve, and he was clean cut, normal, has a normal job, works for a bank, and I'm going to go out with him and will myself to like him. I'm going to will it. He has no tattoos. I know.
No tattoos?
He has no tattoos.
Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I just fucked myself up.
Maybe it was just your headphones, but I could hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to will myself to like him. He has a normal job. He goes to Silicon Valley for work. He's normal, and I should like him. I'm going to be so bored. I'm going to go home. I'm going to be like, yawn, text.
You're going to be like, I'm going to stick and poke you in your sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to tattoo you.
All right, Gabby, where can people... Let's pull one more card.
Okay. Yeah, this one was so demonic. I'm actually worried.
Oh, my fearless freedom lights up the world.
There we go.
There we go.
So just to read these back to back so you understand that this is the chaos of my life. This is me, and this is the men I date.
Yes!
That's what we've learned. I am... My fearless freedom lights up the world because I'm sunshine and rainbows. And this is a card for the men I date. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. This is every text I've received from a lover or boyfriend, and then this is who I am at my core. And that says everything.
Yes. I love it. Oracle. Gabby, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, but I don't really go on it, at Gabby is Bryan, GabbyIsBryan. I have shows all over the city. I post them on my Instagram. I'm at the stand like almost every weekend. So is Natalie. Come hang out with us. And I have a show every third Thursday at Ludlow House. You could DM me to be on the list. And I have my own podcast with comedian Zach Senior, and it's called Le Podcast, L''podcast, which is not podcast in French, but that's what we were going for.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.